setting sail on a cruise, it's supposed to be about relaxing, right? Not being worried about anything. You've got your biggest worry is sugary drinks, right? The beach chairs, the shuffleboard, the suntan lotion, all that's great, right? Well, a Florida couple is telling Inside Edition that after boarding a Carnival cruise ship and checking into their room last October, they discovered something a little unnerving, something that would give any passenger a reason for concern.
And I said, "Is that what I think it is?" And then she looked at it and she became concerned, and we were just really flabbergasted that there's a camera in the room and it's plugged up and it's working.
Well, Carnival Cruise Line says that for their part, they're unsure how the device got into the cabin. I want to read you their statement as we let this play out. In October 2017, a small video transmitter was found in a stateroom aboard Carnival Fantasy during a cruise departing from Mobile, Alabama. After review by the ship's technicians, it was determined that device was not connected to an electrical source and not capable of recording. Our security team turned over the device to the FBI for further inspection. Mr. and Mrs. White, who occupied the stateroom in question, were also advised of the involvement with law enforcement. This is certainly a unique and unusual occurrence, and it is unclear who or why this transmitter was placed in the guest stateroom. The safety and security of our guests and crew is of paramount importance, and we have taken measures so that this situation does not happen again. Glenn Holzberg's with us, a maritime attorney, so we let this play out. So there's Carnival saying this is a video transmitter. The question then, whose is it? And does Carnival bear any responsibility here? Glenn, what do you think?
Yes, of course they do, Mike. The cabin is your room, your home on the ship the entire time you're there. You have a reasonable expectation of privacy, and that's Carnival's job to ensure it. We know that crew members have access to these rooms all day. They monitor your behavior when you go to meals. They ask you typically, and starting at about 7 in the morning, they're in the hallway. We always know that when you look outside the hall. So they have unfettered access to these cabins throughout the day. And frankly, if a crew member wanted to plant something in your room like this video camera, it could be easily done. It certainly seems like that's what happened here, that a crew member likely planted this for their own whatever purposes they had.
Got it. You know, in their statement it says it's unclear who or why this transmitter was placed in the guest room. So you're saying as they're cleaning the room, let's say a couple of times a day, somebody should have caught it.
Absolutely. They have the access, and they should be looking. Yeah.
So the couple who stayed in that room, what's their recourse? How does this play out for them?
Well, there are state and federal laws that apply to this type of behavior. Unfortunately, the laws, while they exist both federally and in this case under Alabama state law, they don't have teeth. This is something that should be looked into by the FBI. It should be reported under the Cruise Vessel Safety and Security Act of 2010. And oftentimes the FBI does not investigate. It should be reported to the port police, in this case Mobile, Alabama. Alabama law would apply, and it doesn't seem like anything was done. And that's unfortunate.
So, and be clear here, so cameras on a cruise ship, that's normal for surveillance, for security, but it's you get something in a room, now we've got trouble, correct?
Absolutely, Mike. We know, and the cruise lines acknowledge that they surveil public areas, restaurants, bars, lounges, the hallways, but they have assured us in discovery and depositions in many cases over the years that they do not surveil cabins. Well, in this case, somebody did.
Got it. Okay, Chris and Dana White, we'll see what happens with them next and how Carnival responds. Glenn, appreciate your time. Thanks again.
My pleasure, Mike. Thank you.
We've got some amazing video just released. That's a school bus driver allegedly blowing through a barricade to go rolling through some floodwaters. What happened next?